Hey guys, it's Hashanasi. One of my credos in life is to fight ignorance. And when you think, like if you ever get that inkling where you think you understand something, but you're like, you haven't really researched it and you don't really know and you think you're right, you're almost always wrong, or you have a preconceived notion that's not really based in a lot of reality. One such thing for me was Be The Match. A lot of you may have seen people, maybe in your Facebook feed, maybe on Twitter, maybe online or on TV, saying, go check out Be The Match, see if you can be the match and register and get involved. It's about leukemia, right? That's what this is all about. So a friend of the channel, Ryan Devoe, has also posted some of these things on his personal Facebook channel. Ryan Devoe, I consider, you know, a YouTube friend, a person that I can talk to, a person that talks to me. And so I reached out to him and I asked him some of my questions that I had about Be The Match and what it really means. Because I think a lot of people have a preconceived notion that if you get lined up with someone or you are the match, then they're gonna come and they're gonna take your bone marrow and it's gonna hurt really bad and you're gonna be like really bad off. Well, the reality is that only 10% of cases, about statistically, require a bone marrow donation. And how they do that is you lay on your stomach and they use a device, a syringe of sorts, I guess, and they remove the bone marrow from your hip bone. I'm gonna post a link in the description so you can watch a much more scientific video than mine. I'm an engineer, that's the type of science I like. I'm not a medical scientist, so don't take my word for anything, but go look at that video if you're interested. Well, what's the other 90%? Well, like I just said, don't listen to me, but go ahead and listen to me right now. So if you're a match for the other 90% of cases, what they likely do is they give you an injection daily for a couple of days, maybe a week, and that stimulates your bone marrow to go into overdrive, and you create lots of stem cells. And then they take those stem cells out of your system in a process that's kind of similar to donating plasma. What that means is you're hooked up to a blood filtration system, kind of like a dialysis machine, for those of you who have anybody who has kidney issues and has to go through dialysis. And then they process your blood. It can take a while. It can take many hours to do this. But the program, Be The Match, will go out of their way to make sure that you're comfortable, that you have entertainment. Everything is covered and paid for by Be The Match. So I signed up. I'm waiting to get my kit in the mail to do a little cheek swab for my DNA or whatever, so they can find out if I am truly the match. And if I am the match, I don't have a problem taking an injection once or twice a day, get my stem cells working, and then have them be dragged out of me through this blood filtration process. A lot of people have said that when you go through the process, you'll feel a bit tired the day after, almost like you had the flu. If you had an actual bone marrow withdrawal or removal, then you're going to be a little bit worse off. But what does that mean really? It means you're sore. It means that, you know. Guys, think about it like this. You're literally saving a life. You're literally going to save someone's life. Ryan Devoe is alive today and commenting on my YouTube videos, which I appreciate you, Ryan, I totally do, from someone that went to Be The Match, became a match, and then went through the whole process. This woman, he mentioned her a couple of times when we spoke recently, that, you know, she came out, she did the stem cell thing, and they were able to take her stem cells, put them in Ryan's body, and then what happens, it's kind of a cool story. I think I was the most interested in this, is that he said it's like, it's really good that they're a match, but they can't be like a perfect match. You can't use siblings. You can't use really close relations because, and this is his words, I love it, the stem cells have to be, the immune system has to be a bit angry at each other, right? So you have the compromised person's immune system, Ryan's in this case, has the cancer in it, and then you insert someone else's stem cells, their system, their immune system, and they just start going to town, start just taking it all out because they're really overdrive from that healthy person, and they go in there and they do some work. Again, I may be totally not completely handling and describing this correctly, mixing immune system with stem cells and DNA. Point being, you should do this. This is really good. It can save a life, and you could be the implement of that life-saving action. So please, if you have not already, the link is going to be in the description to go join Be The Match. It's a very simple process. You just click join, you answer some simple questions. They send you out a package, you do a little swap, which I said I'm waiting for my own, and then send it back in the mail. There's all kinds of videos you can watch on YouTube of people who've gone through the process. In some cases, they signed up 9 years ago, 9 years after they asked them to go through the process of providing stem cells, and they did. Amazing stories. I stayed up way too late a couple of nights ago just watching all these very cool stories about people helping people using the amazing technology that is the internet and a, you know, simple swab to find out if you can actually help save a life. Guys, the internet has made things so much better in this world. You know that I think that the internet is probably the best invention ever, and this is just an extension of that. So, if you could, for me, for people like Ryan, for the people out there that need a match, go to Be The Match. Again, link is in the description. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.